Hi everyone, Aditi here, and today I want to talk about this emotion that gets misunderstood, not talked about enough, and is complex and has lots of layers to it. Today we are going to talk about resentment. Complex emotion, lots of layers, and in my work I've seen that when we are talking about resentment, there is element of anger, disappointment, frustration. Feelings could be I've been let down. In the context of the situation, I wasn't understood. What I had to say was invalidated. I feel powerless. And if that's the thing, we can work with the cognition. What is it that I thought when the events happen in the context of the emotion? If that's my emotion because of multiple events or one event, and I feel resentful, what are my thought processes? What is my cognition? And because of those thoughts, am I feeling stuck? Sometimes it comes down to a voice choice power, which means my voice wasn't heard. My voice was taken away. I had no choice. I was stuck in that situation and I felt I have no power. My power was taken away and now I feel resentful. So we can work with voice choice power elements. We can work with the cognitive elements. What do I think about that situation? Ultimately, I want to process this emotion. If I'm feeling stuck, whether it's physically, emotionally, energetically, we want to invite that movement so that another emotion can come in. And what I've found is really helpful is tapping into creativity, curiosity, and playfulness. I want to be able to forgive the person if it's relational trauma or if it's a relational resentment. I want to practice empathy. Empathy can be really, really helpful. So tapping into that side of me that is kind and compassionate. And if I cannot find any compassion for this other person that I'm feeling resentful towards, I can almost think of the time when someone else has or had forgiven me. So other people have been kind to me. They have forgiven me. So can I extend same courtesy, same grace to this other person? Sometimes it's the inner child work where if I've been wronged, I have to literally invite that loads and loads, buckets of self-compassion, what I have been through, what my journey has been, and being very kind towards myself and not putting too much attention, energy towards this external source that is cause of resentment. Journaling can be really helpful. Talking to a professional can be really helpful. Connecting with different part of you that is kinder, that is fierce, that is strong. Connecting with those pieces of you can be really useful. Ultimately, looking at the situation, at the context from another person's perspective can be useful as well. I hope you find some of these tips and tools helpful. Again, to recap, you can invite empathy towards the other person, towards the context, finding your voice choice power back or finding out ways to get that back. Setting boundaries could be part of it. Practicing forgiveness, and if you're not able to forgive this person or the context or the situation, then perhaps inviting curiosity. Why am I not able to forgive? Perhaps there is more need to connect with your empathetic side. Remembering the time someone else might have forgiven you. Inviting lots of self-compassion. And one of my favorite tools with compassion is that RAIN technique. You recognize the emotion. We are in the moment. We acknowledge what's going on. We investigate, inviting that inquisitive side. And then nourishing and nurturing our own self that has been wronged. I also like gratitude journaling. There are other things where I can turn my attention to. What are some of the things I can be thankful about? And of course, talking to a professional can be helpful. Journaling can be useful. Finding that meditative state and creating space so that this emotion can find motion. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you find it helpful, please do subscribe to our Wellness North Counseling channel. If you're in need of help, support, myself or my team can be there to provide that support that you're looking for. We are registered clinical counselors and social workers right here in British Columbia, operating out of Port Coquitlam and Surrey locations, and we are always eager to support and help. So if there are certain topics that you want us to dive into, we'll be happy to look at those questions and willing to provide the support that you're looking for.